There was a time when the pinnacle of ambition for a young person was to be a professional manager, get to a good management school, get a degree, and you were set for life. Not just in terms of the ambitions of the young, but I think the overall business world was premised on the idea of management. The idea of management is fundamentally about resource allocation. How do you use the resources that you have, given the constraints that you have, and optimize whatever you can deliver in terms of business objectives? There has been a fundamental shift since then. I think the world of today is fundamentally about creation. It is about creators, not management. How do you find new ideas? How do you take new ideas and convert them into powerful businesses? This is a time when, therefore, the young have come to the fore. So many businesses around the world today are being led by extremely young, really young people building really large businesses in a really short time. That is the world that we are seeing today. And in this context, the idea of entrepreneurship, the idea of actually starting up on your own, I think has become a central driving force of this shift. I think it's at a conceptual level, it is really easy to appreciate this, to understand this, to extol the virtues of entrepreneurship, because I think it is very clear that if as a country also we have to do well, then we need job creators and not just job seekers. We need the young to come forward with new ideas. And given the fact that we have a whole new canvas, which is the digital canvas, which allows people to start up bypassing the constraints of the old, bypassing all the restrictions that existed, the fact that to create access in this world was so difficult, to get access to markets was so difficult. I think the idea of starting up on one's own was daunting. But today that has changed. And so at a certain level, it is so critical for the younger generation to take to entrepreneurship. It's easy to argue this. It is easy to actually advise other people about entrepreneurship. But I think the situation changes when the issue comes home, so to speak. So when my daughter Pallavi came up to me and told me that she was dead set on starting up on her own, I was torn between, at one level, the conceptual side, which was heartily in agreement, but as a parent, my reaction was quite different. I think the whole set of anxieties came to the fore, whole set of reservations came to the fore, where I was not clear at all about whether that was a good idea or not. I think part of my reservations and my anxieties are rooted not so much in the specifics of her idea, but in the manner in which I, and in fact my generation, were brought up. We grew up in a time of constraints. We grew up in a time when the idea, when I look back upon my younger days, there was no question of even thinking of starting up on one's own. In my family, there were very few people who had actually started out on their own. And most of their stories had a quality of the biblical about them, doing well for a certain period of time, exceedingly well, and then facing ruin and being debt-ridden. And so those were the kind of stories that I think, again, not just me, but my entire generation grew up with. Anxieties about business. And the ecosystem was hardly friendly. In fact, it was a hostile set of circumstances which made business extremely difficult. And which is, if you were to hear entrepreneurs over the years talk about the environment then, all of them were of one voice in asserting that it was an exceedingly difficult time to do business. So one kind of grows up with these concerns, with these anxieties, with these doubts. And when confronted with a real life situation, when your own daughter comes and talks about a business, the instinct is to push back or to at least express doubts. It's not that all the doubts are unfounded, because I think it is perfectly legitimate for any new venture to be asked some difficult questions. If you're getting into, for instance, Pallavi's idea was to get into apparels with the idea of high quality basics that were made from sustainable, and the entire model was a sustainable model. And the questions I had were, what do you know about textiles? And one can understand the young getting into a new age, sort of an internet kind of a startup, where there is a sort of a natural an advantage in being young and having a new mindset. But getting into perhaps one of the oldest industries in India, where there was expertise of all kinds that was already resident there. What made them think, she and her partner Shantam, who set this up, what made them think that they knew anything about this subject, or that they could actually offer something better than what the industry was doing for many sort of centuries, in fact? So that was one question. Did they have a long-term plan when it came to funding? Did they really have they thought that through? How distinctive was their idea? What made them believe that in this crowded category they actually had something to offer that would be distinctive? How sure were they that they could deliver in practice what they had in their minds in terms of the quality that they were looking at? What made them so sure that there was a consumer need of sufficient size, willing to pay the kind of price that they wanted to ask? I mean, there were a whole set of questions which I think were legitimate. And I think which are questions that any entrepreneur, any young starting budding entrepreneur must be prepared to answer. But at the same time, I think there were also doubts that were not, that did not rise to the surface, that were hidden, and which perhaps propelled the anxieties more than the stated questions that one had. And I think that through the process, I think, of this journey, which Pallavi undertook, where she learned, of course, a lot. And any entrepreneur's journey is not easy. And I think this is the early days yet, but there's already a lot of learning that she went through. But at the same time, I think there's a learning that I think that I, as part of the older generation, also went through. Part of it in appreciating, I think, the energy and drive and the belief that the younger generation has, and part of it in sort of an exercise in self-reflection and understanding where my anxieties also came from. So I think in that sense, it has been, I think, a tremendous experience, I think, on both sides. And to learn more about this issue of entrepreneurship, some of the practical questions that are involved when somebody from a younger generation wants to start up and has an idea, I think it would be great if you could tune in to the conversation between Pallavi and myself, 7:30 p.m. on the 15th of August. Do register for this dialogue. There is a link below which will help you do that. And it should be a conversation that which will have some agreements, some disagreements, some different perspectives, but I'm sure you will find it fruitful. Thank you.